Hello, ladies and gentlemen, dear viewers of Burundi National Television. Welcome to the English News Edition Top Stories. The President of the Republic of Burundi, Evariste Ndayishimiye, accompanied by the First Lady Ndayishimiye, returned this Saturday evening from Tanzania. He had attended the official inauguration ceremony of Itracom Fertilizers Limited, a chemical fertilizer plant owned by Burundian entrepreneur Adrien Nigachika. And what the news, 10 inmates escaped from the Orleans Parish Justice Center in New Orleans, exploiting faulty infrastructure and security lapses. The breakout, one of the largest in the recent United States history, triggered as massive manhunt. As of the June 9 have been recaptured, while a convicted murderer, remains at large. Welcome, dear viewers, to details. As I informed you in headline, now the President of the Republic of Burundi, Evariste Ndayishimiye, accompanied by the First Lady Ndayishimiye, returned this Saturday evening from Tanzania. He had attended the official inauguration ceremony of Itracom Fertilizers Limited, a chemical fertilizer plant owned by Burundian entrepreneur Adrien Nigachika. The head of state praised the strong and ongoing economic cooperation between Burundi and Tanzania. Now let's go. During the plenary session held this Thursday at the National Assembly, the Minister of Public Health and Fight Against AIDS responded to oral questions from members of Parliament. One of the key concerns raised was the alleged ineffectiveness of anti-malarial drugs currently in use. Jivan Ndayishimiye details.
During a session with the Minister of Public Health and the Fight Against AIDS, deputies raised several concerns. One of the key questions was why certain hospitals have not yet received ambulances despite being listed as beneficiaries. The minister explained that the keys to 11 ambulances had gone missing, but investigations are ongoing to identify those responsible for their disappearance. She assured that the 11 hospitals still awaiting ambulances will be equipped with them very soon. Regarding concerns about the effectiveness of drugs currently available on the market, particularly anti-malaria medications believed to be ineffective in treating malaria, Minister Badahana stated that a study is underway to assess the therapeutic effectiveness of these drugs and to verify whether they meet the required standards for active ingredients. As part of the effort to combat substandard medicines, she added that more than 2,700 pharmacies will be closed. Health inspectors have already identified pharmacies operating without authorization, as well as others selling medicines of unknown origin.
And the June Tech Festival, organized by the Kit Hub Knowledge and Impact Trade Center in collaboration with the Digital Innovation Hub, officially concluded this Saturday. Speaking at the closing ceremony, the assistant to the minister responsible for ICT urged entrepreneurs to leverage the talents of Burundian youth in the field of information and communication technologies to boost innovation and business growth. Evariste Nyonghuru has more.
The 5th edition of the June Tech Festival was held in Burundi, organized by the KITEB Association, which is dedicated to promoting information and communication technologies (ICT). The 5-day event aimed to raise awareness across the various sectors about the importance of embracing new technologies. It particularly encouraged youth and women to engage in research and entrepreneurship. Throughout the festival, participants, primarily young people, received training to strengthen their existing ICT skills. They also had the opportunity to showcase their talents in this field, presenting innovations with the potential to support projects in industry, companies, and the public institutions. In his closing remarks, Thierry Kitamoya, the assistant to the Minister of Communication and Media, urged economic actors to recruit young ICT talents, emphasizing that doing so would boost project development and contribute to the national progress. The festival concluded with a certificate awarding ceremony for the young participants who completed the training.
The diplomatic week came to a close this Saturday in Muramvya province. In his closing speech, Ferdinand Bashikako, Permanent Secretary at the Ministry of Foreign Affairs, emphasized that the week provided a valuable opportunity to rediscover the full range of Burundi as emerging country and different opportunities were discovered. Elisioro Kamkama tells us more.
For ending well the diplomatic week, ambassadors of different countries to Burundi first visited Brown Manufacturing, a factory that produces plastics. They visited these buildings and were explained their way of operating. After that, they went on visiting PREARY, the International Rice Research Institute specialized in the African regional rice crop improvement. After PREARY, they went to Muramvya province, where the closing ceremonies took place. In his speech, Ferdinand Bashikako, Permanent Secretary at the Foreign Affairs Ministry, has said that this diplomatic week has been a great opportunity to discover the extent of the emergence of Burundian opportunities, including the partnership with different partners, both at the bilateral and the multilateral level. And the Finnish ambassador to Burundi, on behalf of other ambassadors, has appreciated the efforts made by Burundian people and their government to develop their country.
The program for this year's diplomatic week is really spot on. The visit to the PREARY company that manufactures plastic products and the International Rice Research Institute, PREARY, was a testimony for industrialization that leads to the value addition of products. I must say both visits were really eye-opening, and I personally very much appreciate to have an opportunity to see places, feel them, see them and meet the people who are leading these places. Very impressive. And the tour has shown us that Burundi is ready to realize the vision of an emerging country by 2040 and developed country by 2060.
But again, that the diplomatic week has started for the first time in 2014 and it takes place each year.
Page Sports, Aigle Noir Club has won the 5th edition of the Nkurunziza Cup organized by the Pax Burundi Foundation. The fighters secured 3 goals, 2-0 over the Vietnamese team Congo Vietel FC. The match was held at the Peace Park Complex Stadium in Makamba Province. Jivan Daishimier once more.
The first goal for Aigle Noir FC was scored in the 53rd minute by Sostene Leikingrukie. In the 77th minute, Karim Kamana added the second goal, and the Reiter scored the third in the 85th minute. As a result, the fighters were awarded a trophy along with an envelope containing 50 million Burundian francs presented by Prime Minister Gervais Ndirakobucha. The runner-up Congo Vietel received an envelope of 40 million Burundian francs. The fighters' coach Jimmy Ndaizeye expressed satisfaction with this second trophy of the year, particularly as the match served as a preparation for the CAF Champions League. On Monday, Congo Vietel FC will face the national under-23 team at Intwari Stadium in Bujumbura.
Sylvain Zikoruriho was elected this Sunday in Bujumbura as the president of the Burundi Karate Federation for a 4-year term, winning 100% of the vote. In his remarks, he pledged to swiftly extend karate training to the 5 newly created provinces of the country. He emphasized that practitioners will be encouraged to develop a project aligned with the national vision of making Burundi an emerging and developed nation. Mayus Muhigwe was on the ground.
After being elected at 100% by 19 out of 20 clubs that make up Burundian Karate Federation, Sylvain Zikoruriho, a native of the Kanyonere province of Rutana, is now president of the Karate Federation here in Burundi for a period of 4 years. He first thanked those who had placed their trust in him and also shared his priority projects that he intends to promote during this period. The aim was to promote karate in Burundi, Africa, and around the world. He would decentralize this sector and provide karate instruction in 5 new provinces, thus enabling practitioners to develop projects towards the vision of Burundi, an emerging country by 2040 and a developed one by 2060. Here, we'll let you know that Sylvain Zikorurio succeeds Christophe Nkurunziza, who was previously the president of this federation from 2017 up to 2025, and he has also formed a new committee that will support him in these responsibilities.
Let's end this news in the U.S. 10 inmates escaped from the Orleans PREARY Justice Center in New Orleans is exploiting 40 infrastructure and security lapses. The breakout, one of the largest in recent U.S. history, triggered a massive manhunt. As of late June, 9 have been recaptured, while one, a convicted murderer, remains at large. The incident has raised serious concern about jail management and security protocols. Take a listen.
9 down and 1 to go, the Louisiana State Police have captured most of the escaped inmates from Orleans Parish Prison. The latest, Antoine Massey, who was peacefully walked out of his own home and taken into custody in New Orleans on Friday. The inmate had been facing charges of domestic abuse, motor vehicle theft and parole violation. Police have put out a reward of $50,000 to find the last fugitive, Derek Groves, encouraging anyone with information to contact them.
We still have one more. We have Groves. And so Groves knows that we are going to capture you. You will be taken into custody, but you still have the option to peacefully turn yourself in. And we will make an appeal to you to do so.
The group of inmates ranging from 19 years old to 42 face a variety of charges including aggravated assault, domestic abuse, battery and murder. They had yanked open a faulty cell door, removed a toilet, then crawled through a hole in the wall behind it and scaled a barbed wire fence before running out of the facility. The jailbreak, which police say occurred shortly after midnight, went unnoticed for hours until a routine head count at 8:30 a.m. when the prisoners were found missing. Authorities launched a 6-week manhunt, catching them in various places, from New Orleans' famous French Quarter to other parts of the state of Louisiana and some even in Texas. The Orleans Parish Sheriff, who oversees the prison where 1,400 people are being held, has largely blamed the jailbreak on the facility's poor infrastructure and a lack of renovation made to it. At least 16 people have also been arrested by authorities accused of helping the prisoners escape.
Thank you, dear viewers, for your attention. This is the end of one edition. Keep watching our program. I must be going.